Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tracy Robert, the Fit Chick Cancer Thriver and the owner of Mosaic Fitness and Nutrition. I'm here to help you change the mirror from the inside out. Today I want to take you through what tools I used to help me to recover and restore my body after cancer. I'm still on the healing journey. I have a team of people that I have worked with over the last 5 years, from massage therapists, physical therapists, chiropractors, and MAT specialists that have really helped me in the recovery process after surgery and just to heal and restore my body. A lot of the clients I see come with a variety of issues. Some really mild, like just muscle spasms in their shoulder or maybe their back, and are looking for some relief. Other people have a lot more detrimental issues. They may have fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue. And so learning ways that I could heal the body naturally without having to go to medications was really important for my own health. And it's also something that I usually will recommend first to my clients. Now, there are those occasions that you may need to use some type of medication to get you through a period of pain that can be really challenging. When I was going through radiation and chemo, I was given morphine, I was given fentanyl patches, I was put in the hospital, and I used Dilaudid. So there are times that those things are appropriate. But I think most people, their goal is to get off those medications and learn how to live a pain-free life, or at least have some tools so that they're able to quickly be able to go back into their home, use their tool, recover, and feel better and go about their business. So I am going to show you how I use these tools. I'm going to do a voiceover so that you can watch me using them and talking through how I use it, what I use it for, what are the benefits, and where you can get it. All right, let's go. All right, guys, here are the recovery tools I used as I was recovering from cancer. You're going to see a bunch of them, and we're going to go one by one, and I'm going to explain how I use them. All right, we're going to start with an infrared sauna wrap. Now, this is something that you can use about 3 to 4 times a week for about 30 to 60 minutes. That's the box that it comes in, that's going to hook up to the outlet. And this is the blanket. You also get these little silver wraps. You'll wrap yourself up in there, and that's going to help preserve all the heat in your body. Plus, it's more sanitary for this. And you're going to see my son crawl in here in a minute. Let me tell you a little bit about it. I got this to help me sweat out the toxins. It's great for skin hydration and texture, which when you go through menopause, you lose a lot of that. It also will help you with some pain relief, and obviously you will lose some inches and reduce cellulite. But of course, if you don't change your diet, that will come back. So you put this on, you wrap yourself up, zip it, and then you put your timer on and how hot you can tolerate it. I think it goes up to 80 degrees. Usually I put it around 75. Okay, this is another tool I got from Amazon. It's an acupressure mat. It helps to relieve stress, sciatic pain, improve sleep, circulation, and increase energy. It has these pointy little parts on it that your head can rest on and your body. Usually I lay here somewhere between 5 to 10 minutes. Ideally, you want to lay on this with bare skin so that the pointy parts can penetrate into the skin a bit more. When I was working with a fascia specialist, she recommended I get the Theracane. This is really great for those areas that you have those trigger points, but you're not able to really get there. Maybe you just don't have the right tool. This is a great tool for things like that. So, you can get those points in your back. You're taking the little part. I'm going up my spine and kind of pressing on some of those muscles that would be a little more difficult. Obviously up by the shoulder and the neck, like in the back, that can be a really tough place to also get your fingers in by yourself, and if you don't have somebody who can give you a massage, or say you just wake up and you have that crick in your neck, this can be a really beneficial tool. I use this a lot for the points in my sacrum, like by my tailbone, and then my neck as well. All right, the tiger tail was another one that was recommended by the fascia specialist. The tiger tail is great because you are able to apply the pressure you want. You don't have to get on the ground. You can do it standing or sitting. So you can go through the quadricep, your calf, your hamstring, your arms, anywhere that you can really get to. You can do it over clothes. You can also do it on bare skin. It helps to alleviate some of those adhesions that just get bound up. The fascia can just get bound up, and this can just help release it and help your body move a little bit more freely. Oh, this is one of my favorite new tools. This is the Hypervolt. This is actually 3 times faster than foam rolling benefits. So it's going to help your muscles to relax. It's great for aiding in toxin elimination because it helps to drain fluid from the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like the heart, so we need to do things like jump or move on a vibration board. So this kind of acts like a vibration. It helps to reduce lactic acid and accelerate recovery, and it's great for circulation improvement. Now, if you do have blood clots or anything like that, you do want to stay away from this. Obviously, like any of these tools, you need to read the instructions to make sure that this is something suitable for you. I did get this tool at Best Buy. And as you can see, I used it on my legs. I'm telling my son to turn around, and I'm kind of showing you where I'm going to kind of find the spot on his back, on his shoulders. And there's 4 different pieces to this, which I really like, because there is this ball one that helps you to go over some of those more sensitive parts of your body. And then there's also ones that are like a flat head, and ones that can go on each side of the spine, which is really, really nice. Then there's one that looks like a little bullet, so you can really get into those spots that are a little more difficult and can handle some of that pressure. If you guys have not read The Cellulite Myth by Ashley Black, you need to get it. She explains what happens to our fascia in our body, and actually how the phases of it can lead to disease. Not just, oh, I have some cellulite, but really what happens underneath the skin when it gets really bound up. So these are different types of fascia blasters. I have 4 different ones. This can help to loosen the fascia, reduce cellulite, for just areas of your body. It's not going to be for trigger points, but it's just going to be able to go along the skin, and you just use it like you're scrubbing. So if I used it for TMJ, it was super helpful for that. I could get into these little trigger points in my jaw as well as in my neck. I've also used that on the rhomboids on some clients. She has you put it on bare skin. Best thing to do is take a bath or go into a hot tub first. And then it becomes a lot more pliable, the fascia does. So I'm just showing you some of the different ones that I use. She's got so many different tools. You have to go on her website. So I'm just kind of mimicking what you would do. And she's got this Facebook group full of tutorials on how to use them. This really helped me. I had a lot of adhesions because of surgery after cancer. And so I use this regularly, usually after I take a bath. It has really helped me greatly. Okay, foam rollers. I love foam rollers. I've used these for 20 years. These are great to help to relieve muscle soreness, tightness. increase joint range of motion. You can do it as a warm-up or a cool down before a workout. It helps to break up some of those more surface adhesions. It's not going to, again, get down to the deeper tissues. It's not going to get into the trigger points. I have a variety of things. I have large foam rollers. I have smaller ones. I'm going to do a whole foam rolling workshop, so be looking for that video. But there are different types of foam rollers that I'm going to use and different balls, just depending on what part of my body I'm trying to release. All right, looks like I'm going to start with the black one first. Now there's different sizes that these come in. I love this one because it's really, it's hard. And so I usually get up every morning and I actually use this, and I do this right here. I get down on the floor and I just roll on my spine. It really feels good. I usually get a couple little pops, little adjustments. And a lot of times if I feel stiff in my back, if I do this, I really do feel better. So I usually will roll down, open up my chest a few times, and then kind of roll back up like you're doing a little crunch. So that's that one. The other two over there are Trigger Point. That's the brand. I like those because they have a couple different textures to them, but I probably prefer this black one. This is just one of the originals. I really just like it. Now I'm doing my IT band. You can do every part of your body. Some suggestions I would give you is rolling, back and forth maybe 4 times. As you can see, then I'm bending the knee joint. That's gonna work, the fascia around the IT band. You can do your quads, your hip flexors, your hamstrings, just about everything. Look for my foam rolling video because I'm gonna show you a lot more when I do that. So there's also Trigger Point balls, and it looks like I have a lacrosse ball right there. Lacrosse balls, baseballs, softballs, all of those can be really helpful. It was definitely a part of my recovery. There was a lot of scar tissue. I have a permanent colostomy, so a lot of scar tissue by the sacrum. And I would do this. I had a therapist who would have me do this. I would also just lay on it, and you'll see me do that in a minute with a straight leg, and just let my body sink into it. And I would actually write down the points of my glute that I could feel more tension, so that she knew kind of, where to work. So this has been a really positive thing. Look at that. I have another one. So this one actually there's 2 of them on either end. You can roll it up your spine. You can push it together. So I like to put it right on the occipitals, which is high up into the head, and that will help release it. I just wanted to probably come up and show you. That's a lacrosse ball, and then that's that double trigger point. And as you can see, it can open and then close. It just snaps together like that. So depending on where you want to use it in the body. I generally do that for my neck. It can also be good right by the tailbone too. That's just where I have a lot of issues, so I tend to use it in those places. And what I tell clients is to search and destroy. So kind of find that area that you go, ooh, that's a little tender, and kind of sit on there, sink, and let your body surrender to it. Now I'm taking off my shoe here. I'm showing you probably using either the little golf ball or a regular trigger point ball. I use the trigger point ball when I do the foam rolling workshop. I'm going to use it on my foot. This can be really awesome if you have really tight fascia, if you have plantar fasciitis, and you can tolerate this, then you can go ahead and use it as a little calf stretch. That's what I'm doing there. You can roll through the arch of your foot, the higher arch, and then the lower, kind of coming down towards the heel. So this can be really great for the feet. I also can take this, I can run it across my chest. Gives me a little more control than if I was just gonna lay on the ground on my chest. I can also use it by rubbing it on my neck. So it just gives you the ability to have more control, kind of like the tiger tail. And then if you want to really get into there, into the foot, you can use a golf ball. It's a lot harder and, you know, sometimes better to sit down, like I just sat down to show you. I also take the little mini fascia blaster, and I'll show that in my ankle recovery videos that I'll be doing, where I literally will go through the fascia of it. All right, the stretching strap is another thing that I use quite frequently, especially to get the hamstrings, rather than using a towel. I mean, I remember years ago, that's what we would use. So there's a lot of different things you can do with the stretching strap. The reason I like this is because it has these loops, makes it really easy to then put my foot, you know, around, or put it around my foot, and then I can hold it on any one of the loops. So if I am not able to get my leg up, say to 90 degrees right away, I can hold it down a little lower, kind of let my hamstring stretch, and then pull it up. I'm pulling it across the leg. You can do all kinds of different stretches with this. It comes with a whole map of stretches you could do with it. One of my favorite ones I'm going to show you is the last one, and it's the hip flexor. It's really tough to get that hip flexor by yourself. If you stretch on the floor like this, I find this is a really easy way to just bring your heel towards your glute, stretch your quad, and then if you lift up the hip, if you're able to do that, then you can get to that hip flexor as well. Again, you want to make sure that you have doctor clearance, you don't have major low back issues if you're doing this. These two pieces have been game changers for me. As I was recovering, I really needed some support. This is a lumbar support brace. And when I was going on vacation to Utah and Yosemite, this was really helpful. I wore this the whole time. I have a lot of instability in my pelvis, partly because of the colostomy and because I had surgery there. I also have something going on in my foot. So this kind of helps keep my hips and pelvis and lumbar spine secure. So I just kind of wrapped it. It's Velcro. You want to make sure you're in a neutral spine position, and then you can tighten it. Now you can do everything. You can walk with this, you can do squats and exercise in the gym with this. If you're going to the grocery store and you tend to have a lot of, back pain after, or you get really fatigued, what you can do is just put this on, throw your sweatshirt on, and then you can be out the door. It really does help support you, and it was a lifesaver when I went on vacation. I've recommended this to several clients. I got mine from a chiropractor. He ordered it for me, but you can get this on Amazon as well. They have some brands. Okay, this is a posture corrector. Again, you can see my posture. My shoulders are pretty forward. Head is forward a little bit. So this has been really good. Just to help correct my posture. I don't wear it every day, but it is something that if I am having some issues in my neck, I've noticed that it really can help me feel better before I can say get to a massage therapist or get to a chiropractor. So given all the time I spent laying in a hospital bed when I had cancer and just generally not feeling well as I was recovering, this has been part of my recovery. So I just kind of pull it on top there. It has a little, you can pull it tighter. What is it called? I can't think of what it's called. And then it has this little lumbar support, a little smaller than the other one, but it has Velcro, and then you can tighten it around you. So if you look at me now, you can see it has pulled me back, corrected my posture a lot better. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope my Mosaic Restore video has given you some ideas of some tools that have helped me and some of my clients recover, and it can be beneficial for you as well. I will put some links down at the bottom where I have gotten these tools. A lot of them are on my Amazon faves. I also get my fascia blasters from Ashley Black, so I will drop her website below. If you like this video or you want more of videos like this, give me a thumbs up, write a comment. I would love to hear what you have to say. You can check out my website for other programs and things I offer online and in person at www.mosaicfitnut.com. And I hope that this will help you change your mirror from the inside out.